2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Darius Slayton, 88 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
But back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
On down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route, He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Again, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, we think we're just going to see a knee, and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And He'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second down, here's Herbert. Ebron caught left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Broncos 14. Buccaneers 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Buccaneers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run, Cook, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. For the workhorse this afternoon, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert off of play action. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's over. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between... the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're going to try and run the option to pick it up.
That's out to the left and complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Ebron. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Eric Ebron, 63 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over first and
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking deep here for Ebron. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Off the play fake. Herbert buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now it's Herbert.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's what it is,
And
baby.
he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets.
Set to kick off.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Gus Edwards. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first.
Bro, what was that? You caught that shit?
Out of the gun.
What a completion, bro? I thought I threw out of bounds.
Down to the 36. Not quite the success.
Never mind, it's all good. Never mind.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It brings up 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Darrell Roberts on the stop. A gain of 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Broncos.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Now Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's a punt, right? Oh, y'all don't play punt no more. Y'all boys don't punt. This shit crazy. Y'all boys don't punt.
They need 2 yards in their own
These
territory.
niggas don't punt.
Down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. And some space here. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Who wants some?
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
At the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And here's Jackson on the option. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
15-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Herbert off of play action. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off play action. Herbert rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Denver.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Off the play fake. Herbert. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Herbert. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Jets 28, Broncos 14. Greg Zuerlein sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. So that'll back him up 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Off-play action. Herbert.
That's complete. Okuegbunam.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Jefferson.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll buy some time right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
One last throw here for Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Jets 35, Broncos 21. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Denver, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.